Hi there, welcome to the TOON of EL-lumination. This is another video concerning the 24-hour sun in Antarctica, how it works. Understanding the whole flat earth model is the first step. If you don't understand the flat earth model, then you won't accept anything out there. Well, you just can't relate to anything. You have to understand the flat earth model properly. It's only here on the site, no one else has it. I kid you not. So understand the flat earth model is this. It's a dual system. Our earth is a dual system. Man, woman, North Pole, South Pole, strong force, weak force, day, night, up, down. Well, this is how you can imagine it. We're only going to concentrate on the stars in this video, okay? Don't think of the earth below. We talk about the night sky. So you look at the north, so you've got centre Arctic there. That's the northern sky, that's how it works. It's the spirals out of the centre like this. They call this the spider web in celestial navigation, because it's the path the stars take, these curved lines. Like a little, like a torus field right there. Okay? But it's not a single torus field, it's a duality, it's a dual system. And everything works like this. There's the centre and all these other ones spiral around it. As this turns, they spiral around it, okay? But you want to check out my earlier videos. We're going to try and talk about a few different things today in this video. And that's understanding that it's a no-brainer that the globe's dead in the water, okay? And anybody can verify this. You have to understand, let's say, so let's be looked down on the two night skies on one meridian, because this is infinite all the way around that centre north. So imagine the southern hemisphere, infinite circles all the way around here, because it moves all the way around the north. As the north spirals, the image, mirrored image in the south spirals around it. Yes, you heard that. That's mirrored to there, but it's inverted. Inverted view. So you're looking up that way through a cone, and over here you're looking down the other end to the pointed end of the cone. But they're the same stars inverted. Okay? And now if you take these two and lay them on their flat, and then slice it from above, this is what you get, a cross section like this. Okay? So you've got to understand, there's the northern hemisphere from there to there, which is the Tropic of Cancer to the Tropic of Cancer. Cancer. So there's Cancer all the way around here, the northern hemisphere, say. Then you step over the tropical gap, celestial tropical gap, and there you have the Tropic of Capricorn all the way around there. So it's separated. Okay? So what they're not telling you with the globe model is there's your northern hemisphere, North Pole, and this is also a North Pole. They tell you that's the South Pole. So realise this is mirrored to there, right? So if that's the North Pole, then this must be their North or South Pole, which is there. And they tell you online that the South Pole is 66 degrees. And this is how it works. But it's not a South Pole, it's a North Pole. Because the compass dips down there and it dips down there. Guess what it does on both sides of the tropics? It points up. They are both South Poles. So you can imagine it as also being two magnets like this, but see, it's repel each other, so they're both South Poles. And this one moves all the way around like this. Well, this one turns, this one goes with it. Separated by those two South Poles. 100% verifiable. Caught them out, they're lying, been lying for years. And look, they tell you it's at 66 degrees. You know why? Because you look at any flat map, Gleason map, or even the globe, you've got the tropical gap 23.4 degrees either side of the equator. So add those two together, you've got 46.8 degrees. And then you measure out what's left to 90 degrees, 66.6 degrees. From here all the way out to there, you know, from the Tropic of Cancer to there is 66.6 degrees. From there to the Tropic of Capricorn is 66.6 degrees. And they tell you online that the South Pole is 66 degrees. That's where your film, if you do star trail photography, you're catching Sigma Octantis, because Sigma Octantis is actually the image of Polaris. But the northern hemisphere is more confined, more condensed. It's just like inside here. Because look how big the widest southern hemisphere would be. Just check out a Gleason map. Everything shrinks into the centre and expands out to the south. Okay, understanding that. And so what happens over the season is this, everything is projected into our realm from this central vortex above the Arctic. And that contracts and expands. It's a vortex, it's like a heart, pumping heart. Expansion and contraction. That up and down, up and down. Well, that fluctuates the magnetic field of the Earth over the flat plane. They take one of these as the Earth, because you've got the North Pole in there and the South Pole, which is actually the North Pole out there. Centre Arctic, Antarctica. The flux comes up and in, and then goes down and out. Up and in, down and out. That's how the seasons change, you see, because you basically got the sun and the lemma. You could draw it that way too. Put the ring magnet like that. There's your Earth. There's down and out, and it comes up and in. Okay, or the ring magnet like this. So the sun will go up and in for the June solstice, but it wanders all the way down to the December solstice, down and out, where the sun's all the way around the perimeter. All the way around, it just fluxes like that. What's hard to understand about that? But all these flat earth sites aren't grasping it, because I don't think they're actually flat earthers. They're just jacked up numbers. Nobody's really over there. Just the science members that want to keep the globe theory going forever and ever. It works just like the pyramid, because the pyramid is connected to all this. It's what the pyramids are all about. Stepping up in the season. Coming down in the season. The big pyramid in South Mexico. How do they say it? Terra whatever it is. Well, that has a secret spot up here somewhere. Only my Patreons know about that. That's to do with this spot here. So it's just understanding how the flux of the Earth, and the science tells you that the sun follows the Earth's magnetic field. And that's the fluctuating of the Earth's magnetic field. You want to know why it's pumping or how it's pumping? Well, go and ask your heart. How is your heart pumping? Is there a power plug plugged into it somewhere? Got a 24 volt battery or something? 12 volt, whatever? No. Same thing. Man is of the Earth. So there you have it spiralling out of there. And so I've only drawn 3 here that move around it, but they're infinite. So let's take the northern hemisphere, just the northern hemisphere, because that's the first representation of creation, because creation's hidden right in there, in this Arctic centre here, and that night sky represents the northern hemisphere. Out here, the southern hemisphere, this image here, is inverted due to this curving magnetic field. It's all sent back to the observer. It's inside out, because that image there comes down and goes over like this. So now it's inside out. See? We look up through that way in the north, come around, and now we're looking through this way. So you can imagine a cone, there's 2 different ends to it. Okay? So there you have it. As this turns, this is turning and then meshing all the way around like that. So if the magnetic field is down in here, then it's going to be down and out over here, because basically you could put the northern hemisphere up here. And there's the southern hemisphere all around it, say. There's a tropical cap, say. It's the southern hemisphere out and around it. And so the northern hemisphere is up here, and there's your northern hemisphere sky. Well, see that this bit here and here, or even that bit, is represented in this bit here. It's a bit of a secret. From there to there. But anyway, that's another story. So there's your suns all down and out. Shorter, 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 shorter. And bear in mind the sun, these are images of the sun. The sun moves around the earth as a projection, like a clock hand. There's your clock hand. There's declination over the season. When it's down and out, down and out, is into the southern hemisphere. It's popped into the southern hemisphere. You see the sun down and out here. Not up and in the June solstice. It's down and out there. So it'll be down and out here. Okay? But at the same time, the sun is in many places but only seen in one. So bear that in mind. So you could now use this as man's personal arc of horizon. He always stands 90 degrees to the zenith of his arc. So you can imagine a man's in his arc like this, standing here like this. It's the man there. Well, the sun could be anywhere. It'll go over him every day, pass over him. But I can't show you declination in this cut actually. But just imagine in latitude, let's say using latitudes, wherever you are here, the sun could be anywhere on that magnetic field line at that one particular time as it's all swinging this way. It's going a bit deep, but anyway. Every man sees his own image of the sun within his arc of horizon. He only sees so far, it's all projected down to him. Science even tells you, physics even tells you that man, it's like man is at the centre of the universe looking out. Okay? So let's take this northern hemisphere, which I meant to start on, I meant to talk about, and there's your sky above it, which is the ecliptic plane. The whole night sky is in here. There, just pluck that over there like that. There's all your planets moving around. Well, right in the centre, hidden from us, in here, down that centre there, is the black hole of creation. And the sun's on its horizon. This is the actual sun, not the projected sun, because this is like a projection. It projects the sun out anywhere on this curving magnetic field line, where we see the images of the sun. Sorry, I've done that wrong. Like this, it would go this way because the sun is opposite. The sun casts its rays out into the magnetic field. This magnetic field. So the sun, its daytime is across the black hole because the black hole is the amplifier. So the sun could be anywhere on this one magnetic field line at that precise time as it moves around the earth. Let's say 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Actual sun is in here, unseen to man, but we see that here in the light spectrum as an image cast out into our realm. Our realm. That's creation back here. We don't see anything in there. We can't get there, can't get in there, look. You can't get to that point there. You can't fly over it either, despite what they tell you. So understanding that, 66.6 degrees from there to the Tropic of Cancer. 66.6 degrees from the Tropic of Capricorn to there. They tell you the South Pole is there, except it's a lie, it's a North Pole. The two Arctics are the same. North poles, mirrored. South is out here. And it's all the way around there. Sorry. South is in here. So consider it's two magnets, right? There you go. Just like that. And what happens over the year, they come in and overlay like this. One goes down under the other because they can't butt heads. It goes down like this. And then marry like this. Not fully, look. That would be at rest. That's equilibrium. Then we'd all cease to exist. It only goes so far. What stops it? Well, it's the shape of the flat earth. It's another long story. It only goes so far. Okay? So we don't talk about North and South poles anymore, unless you know what you're talking about. We have to refer to Antarctic and the Arctic. Okay? Because there's the South poles there. We know all this in capacitance, electrical engineering, magnetic induction being built up. Magnetic induction is being built up on either side of the tropics there, where the sun, we're perceived to understand where the sun is, because in physics that's basically where it's been created. So we believe it to be there, but it's actually seen in many places. Man's personal arc of horizon, but you could just imagine there's just one there. If you want to imagine just that one, it's just cast into our horizons. Fair enough, but anyway, you can imagine it being created there because that makes sense. Because the build-up of the magnetic field coming down here and coming down here creates the magnetic induction, and where the sun is at that precise moment, bang, the fields are spinning around the sun. And then get driven back through, that energy gets driven through the Milky Way to feed the real plasma sun back here in the tight magnetic field. Just like the tokamak reactor, feeding into there, in this tight magnetic field, where the plasma is. So the globe's dead in the water. We know these are South poles now, thanks to me. I've told everybody. No one else was saying anything about it. North poles, South poles. You just got to understand the flux of the earth, and this S, and the vortex. There's the vortex. See this wider part is up here, thinner part down here. Because like I said, it's inverted to the south. Everything's inverted to creation, I should say. The physical world is inverted to creation. So in the south, we are seeing the stars up to this way. Our star trail rotations are seen this way, but in the north it's seen, because they all appear up here, we're seeing them from this direction. All the same stars, just inverted back to front, mirrored through this concave magnetic flux of the southern hemisphere. Sky curves down. They know it curves down, and they know this is flat. Who can prove me wrong? Nobody can prove me wrong. It's 100% truth. South pole, South pole, North pole, North pole. Tomb of Illumination. You learnt it all here first, everybody. You learnt the truth. The only place on the internet where you find the truth of creation. And while we're here, let's talk about Rakia. That's the firmament, everybody. There's no solid dome over the entire Earth. That Rakia, this Milky Way's meeting, is the firmament. It's firmer than the rest of the sky. A firm body passing over the sky. In a particular time of the year, which is connected to this, to there, and this, the two Milky Ways align. They meet. See, between the two hemispheres, they meet. So one Milky Way, and there's the other. But it has to reach equilibrium. And I've drawn these as equal, but in reality they're a 3:2 ratio. And when they overlay, they become equally balanced. Okay? Another long story. So I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching.